It's finally Christmas time, guys, and today I'm going to be sharing with you how we are homeschooling through December. Hey guys, it's Vani from Mrs. Mom's Homeschool and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you guys how we are doing our Christmas schooling and what we're doing for Christmas through December. And this video is in collaboration with Cynthia from the Grace-Filled Homemaker. There's also a playlist in the description below with other moms who are sharing their December homeschool plans. So make sure you guys check that out because you're going to get lots of cool ideas. Okay, so today I'm going to share with you the plan and schedule that I made for my kids for December. Now we are a little behind in the homeschool year, so we are still going to be doing some of our curriculum, but we're doing it with a twist. So I have a different schedule for the day, and then I'm going to share with you the subjects and things that we're going to cover, okay? So we are going to continue with our math. That's the first thing we're going to do. We're going to knock out the not so Christmassy fun stuff out of the way, and that's math. So the kids are both going to be doing their math lessons in December. Get that out of the way. After that, we're going to be cuddling up in our little usual spot by the fireplace or on a blanket with some snacks and some popcorn. Maybe I'll make my little charcuterie board, some hot cocoa, and we're going to be going back to doing our read out louds in the morning. And then what we're going to read for the Christmas season. Last year we did The Christmas Pig, which was a great book. We really enjoyed it. And this year we're going to do the Vanderbeekers of 141st Street, which is about a family who lives in an apartment and the landlord wants them to move out. But the children, and it's Christmas time, and the children are trying to find a way to get him to change his mind. So after that, we're gonna take a little PE break. We just got the kids a big trampoline in the backyard, and we're gonna head outside and let them jump in the trampoline and get some energy out. While we are out there, I'll probably bring along the next few subjects for us to sit in the trampoline and do. Because after that, we're going to be doing a Christmas Advent book. And for that, we're going to be using this 25 days of Christmas story and Advent family experience. It's probably a little young for my 6th grader, but we're going to do it anyway. This book is a family devotional that helps kids and parents engage with the Christmas story in a unique way. One person, place, or part of the Christmas story at a time. From the prophet Isaiah to baby Jesus to the gift of frankincense, all devotions take you on a chronological journey with an easy to read story, character trait, family activity, and more. So I'm excited to, well, we actually already started this, but we didn't really do the family activities. But once it's a school day, we will have time to do that. We're also going to continue with our character training in our Laying Down the Rails book, and the character trait that we're going to be working on this month is thought of God, and it's about thinking rightly about God throughout each day's events, and that is through this Laying Down the Rails. I also have the companion. I have yet to make a video on this book and the companion book for you guys, but I will be adding that into my content schedule. But some of the questions that it helps us to think about is my child learning to think rightly about God and all that is happening throughout the day? And am I trying to answer my children's questions about God by guiding him into true happy thinking about God? Is my child growing to view God as a loving Father and sovereign King rather than someone who requires him to be good? And are both my child and I learning to practice the presence of God? So that was the character trait that we're going to be learning on this month. And then the kids will be having an opportunity to do their independent reading. So my son, who's in 6th grade, he's going to be reading The Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. And then my 7-year-old and I are going to be reading through picture books that we get from the library, Christmas-themed picture books. After that, we're going to have our writing activities. So I don't want to slack on our writing. We are not going to be doing our language arts through this month. I'm having a hard time saying that, but we're gonna give it a break, but we are gonna get to continue with writing. So for my 7-year-old, she's gonna get a writing prompt every day, something like write about the perfect Christmas day, include plenty of details, pretend you are an elf on the shelf, write a journal entry about your day, pretend you are an animal present during the birth of Jesus, describe the story through your eyes. You're planning, and then like around New Year's, it'll be, you're planning a New Year's Eve party, what will you do? Provide all the details, including food, entertainment, and attendee lists, etc. And then my son is going to continue with IEW styled writing. However, I have different articles that are Christmas-based articles that we are going to use, but we're going to use the dress-ups and the lessons from the book, but we're going to be using these articles. So I have a candlelight article, a Boxing Day, not like boxing, but like Christmas wrapping. There's an article, and there's a Christmas in the 1900s, because we are learning about early American history. So these are going to be the writing assignments that he is going to be working with. Then we're going to have our snacks and specials time, because you know kids eat nonstop throughout the day. But for our specials, we're going to be doing some science activities based on the picture books that I'm going to be reading to my daughter. So for example, if we're reading the How to Catch a Reindeer book, we're going to watch a science video on the tundra, and then we're going to learn about reindeer. I have another book that's learning about reindeer, and then we're going to do an experiment on how tundra animals stay warm and things like that. So depending on the book that we're reading, if we're going to read another book called Mr. Willoughby's Christmas Tree, and on that day we're going to learn about the different types of Christmas trees and how to tell them apart by watching some videos on YouTube. We're also going to learn about the history of Christmas trees. They will be drawing Christmas trees. They're going to learn what is a gymnosperm and do a pine cone activity. And then they're going to be able to create some pine cone elves on that day. And so it's going to be 1 day of science per week, 1 day of baking. We're going to have an art day. We're going to have a game day. And so every day is going to have a different theme. So then the second science week will be, or the third one actually, we're going to be reading the Nutcracker. And we're going to try to watch a play somewhere. Go somewhere, because they have a lot of different schools and theaters putting on plays at the Nutcracker, so we're going to try to do that. I'm going to buy the different types of Christmas nuts and stuff for the kids to try, and possibly buy a new Nutcracker. Maybe see if we can find a craft. I have a bunch of different art ideas from Pinterest for our art days. There's a Nutcracker drawing, snowflake, watercolor, and different things like that. So then after that, to end our day, we're going to be doing games and some outside play. So I want to take the kids to the park a lot this month. I want to do a lot of nature studies. I have a ton of nature study books that we haven't been doing for the past few years, and I'll list a video here of all the different resources I have for nature study. And I also want to get them out there riding their bikes and doing things like that and getting a lot of outside time. I really want to attempt to do the 1,000 hours outside. So this is the month to start getting in the habit to do that. So I need about 3 hours a day, diligently every day for the entire year. So I don't know if this is gonna happen, but we're gonna attempt to do at least like 500 hours outside for the year. At least if we can get half of it. So that's it, guys. That is my plan for Christmas. I did print out my Christmas schedule here, and we'll do science on Mondays. We still have co-op on Tuesdays, but the 2 days that we don't have co-op is going to be our game days. Wednesday is going to be our art day. Thursday is our baking day, and then Friday we're going to have poetry, tea time, and games again. And I'm going to do some Christmas themed poetry for our poetry theme tea times. We're gonna have some Christmas books, and then I have another book that has different types of poems that we can write, like snowman poetry and animal poetry, different things that like giving poetry, things like that go along with the theme of Christmas. So that is it. Those are my plans for December. I'm excited to do some day in the life videos for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed these ideas, and I'd love to hear your ideas. Are you guys doing regular school for December, or are you doing something fun and different? So leave it in the comments below, and make sure to check out the last video that I made on homeschool burnout, because once January comes, a lot of people start to feel homeschool burnout. Make sure you guys check out that video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.